Hello and welcome to this long anticipated course, Python for Data Analytics. Yes, so in this short video, I want to quickly give a brief introduction to Python. Python is an interpreted high-level and general-purpose programming language, which means that you would need an interpreter to be able to work with Python. And being high level and general purpose programming language simply means that it is one of the very high level programming languages we have, and by implication it means when you see Python syntax is very close to plain English language. We see things like print, we see things like for, you see things like in. All of those English words will be seen around Python syntax. And general purpose, it means that it has a lot of purposes. So Python is used for web development, Python is used for app creation or development. Python programming language is also used for data analytics, data science projects, and lots more. When we look at Python programming language, you may want to ask why Python now for programming or for data analytics. Now it is Python because it's simple, it is versatile, and easy to maintain. It runs on an interpreter system, which is faster execution of code. So because it runs an interpreter system, it means that the code are being executed very fast. Python is a very simple programming language, which means that you can easily learn and understand the syntax. It is versatile, which means it is used for a lot of purposes because it's an open source and it allows for collaboration. Individuals, even yourself, you can write a package, design a package that can be used to implement specific tasks in Python. That makes it versatile and it's very easy to maintain. Also, we have popularity behind Python. So Python is becoming very popular lately. Now it's popular because it is more productive and it has rich set of libraries and frameworks, which is what I've discussed earlier. It has a large community and there are several Python IDEs which is out there, some of which include PyCharm, Spider, and IDLE. The Python IDLE is what you get when you install Python directly to your PC. You have Spider and PyCharm from Python from Anaconda. We're going to look at that shortly. Now Jupyter Notebook is one of Python IDLEs, which means that we can use Jupyter Notebook to write Python code or Python syntax. All right, let's look at some applications of Python. Currently, some web applications that run on Python include Netflix, Instagram, and Camtasia. So these are some popular websites, web-based applications that run on that Python code. So Netflix was built with Python, Instagram was built with Python, even Google, a lot of Google search engine optimizations and the rest, they are built with Python. Now when we look at finance and trading, Python is used heavily for predictions of some stock markets. Used a lot of times to run some models that are used to predict stock markets and for portfolio management. It has a very heavy application in those areas because it's very smart application or programming software, and it's used for running quick analysis. Then we have mapping and geography, Google Maps, and all of those interesting apps that has to do with geographical location maps are used heavily, rely on Python. And this is our core area of interest for data science and data analytics. Python is a very useful tool when you think about data analytics and data science. It gives the opportunity to create narrative, visuals, and manipulate with your data. So we're going to be looking at the data analytics part of applying Python or using Python as a data professional. Okay, as we wrap up, let's look at all you need to do analytics in Python. So you need Python itself, which is the Python interpreter. You need Anaconda, and you need Jupyter Notebook. So Python, like I said earlier, is a programming language that lets you work quickly and integrate systems more effectively. We'll be using Python 3.3 for the rest of the course. So Python 3 means that we have Python version 1, version 2, version 3. The latest version right now is about 3.12.4, and of course is being updated as time goes by. So before we finish the course, it's possible we have higher version of Python, and that's the reason why we decided to just call it Python 3 plus. And then we have Anaconda. Anaconda is the world's most popular Python data science platform. Conda is a package manager to make sure all dependencies are managed so that everything works. So in Anaconda, we have Conda. Conda is the package, like it's clearly stated here, is a package manager. So any package you install in Python, is Conda takes care of the package and the installation of the package, and enables all dependencies that's required by the package to work effectively in Anaconda. So Anaconda is a platform that hosts Conda, and there are lots of different IDEs and even some other programming language that can be run under Anaconda. Then Jupyter is another very interesting package you'll be using. It's called Project Jupyter. It exists to develop open source software, open standards, and services for interactive computing across dozens of programming languages. Jupyter understands Python, understands R, and some other programming languages. It is awesome and interesting and fantastic for data science and data analytics projects because of its ability to run the code cell by cell and give out its output. So you can write a code in a particular cell, run the code, and get the output immediately right under the cell. It doesn't need to pop up another window like how Python does if you're using Python interpreter. Okay, so because we are focusing on data analytics, we may not need to download Python into our computer. Okay, all we need to download is Anaconda, and once we download Anaconda, we find Jupyter Notebook right there as one of the packages under Anaconda. I hope this gives you a summarized introduction to Python and the tools you'll be using for the next 4 to 5 weeks learning Python for data analytics. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions in below this video as a comment, or you can bring up your questions during the live sessions, or you can just chat any of the tutors up via the WhatsApp group. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this short video about introduction to Python. You'll see more, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.